my name is Andy. Thanks for checking out this video and welcome to the channel. Today I am playing this G&L ASAT Classic Bluesboy Semi-Hollow Tribute Series. Yeah, you just heard a little bit of playing from this guitar. In just a minute we're going to go through some clean sounds, some driven sounds with a tube screamer, and then I'm just going to do some loopings and just playing around at the end to try and give as many different sounds as possible. That being said, let's go over the clean sounds first, and then we'll go over some of the specs of the guitar. So here we go. That was good. Alright, that was the clean sound for you. That's with a Fender style amp. And just straight into it. I'm just using a Line6 G10 wireless. Otherwise it's a pretty simple setup. The effects I'm using are with the Line6 Helix, but we'll get into those a little bit later. Like I said, this is the G&L ASAT Bluesboy Semi-Hollow Tribute Series. It's got an F-hole right here. Semi-hollow. So this is semi-hollow in the sense that it is hollow on both of the wings, similar to a 335 style. And then it has a solid block down the middle. I only know that because I took off the control plate to look at it, and it's just all cleared out under there. All cleared out. This is in the transparent butterscotch transparent butterscotch finish, as you can see, with a rosewood fretboard, and it's got kind of a vintage yellowy tinted neck to it as well. Your ashtray style bridge with brass saddles. It's got a single coil pickup mounted to the bridge, and then you have a neck pickup in the front, 3-position selector switch, master volume, master tone. I was going to say maximum, which is generally where I run it, but master volume, master tone. Rosewood fretboard. This is still on. This is a 9-inch radius, 9 1/4, 9 1/2, whatever one starts with a 9. I believe it's just a 9-inch. So it's really comfortable. It's got enough curve to it that it makes chords easy to play, but it's also flat enough that lead playing is nice and comfortable as well. It just has your standard G&L tuners. The tribute line is imported from Indonesia, so some of the stuff, they put on, these knobs are, look, they just pop right off. They're mostly plastic, but they do the trick, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. You've got your budget tuners. Came with a more budget plastic nut. I had that replaced, which I do on every guitar that I like to play for an extended period of time. The only difference between this and a traditional T style is the G&L ashtray bridge has 6 individual saddles, but they are brass. So it has the individual brass saddles to it, which are really nice, really easy to intonate and get the sound that you want while keeping that traditional brass tone that most people like from Telecasters. There are a couple things that I don't necessarily care for as much. It may be right up your alley, and if it is, great. But we'll talk about those in just a minute. after some dirtier sounds and some driven sounds. So we're going to go through all the pickups again, this time with a tube screamer, and I believe it is pretty much 12 o'clock on everything as far as gain and tone. The level is just set so that it's palatable. So here's the driven tones. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what these pickups sound like with a little bit of gain. Hopefully you heard that even though it's a semi-hollow, it's not really prone to feedback. I haven't received any feedback with it, so yeah. If you're into super high gain stuff, you may run into some problems, but for the most part, the solid center block down the middle really helps to eliminate any of that feedback. If I'm being completely frank, the one thing I don't like about this guitar is the neck humbucker. It's really dark, too dark for me, really. You want a lot of range with your pickup positions, and with only 3 positions, it makes it a little harder to get a variety of sounds. But these are so different. The bridge is kind of like, just sounds like a really punchy, slightly more overwound, traditional T-style bridge pickup. But the neck is so dark, it's hard to really blend the two together. So depending on how the pickup heights are set and your amp settings, you may have it sounding really great in the bridge, and then you flip over to the neck and it just sounds like that, which is not ideal for most music that I like to play. Or you can get it all set up on the neck to sound really great, really crisp and full, but also with a lot of definition to it. And then you go to the bridge pickup and it makes your ears bleed. So it's just something to consider. I've kind of found a happy medium between the two that gives me something really useful. And if it does get a little too bright on the bridge pickup, I can just roll the tone knob down, which is always there for you if you do end up with a little bit of harshness or brightness. Just roll down the tone knob. It's as simple as that. Yeah, this is a really good guitar. This particular model, because this is more of a premium finish, even the tribute lines have different levels with their finishes. This was around $700 new, whereas the typical Bluesboy semi-hollow even is around $600. So it's a really affordable guitar, and it's a guitar that you can get a lot of bang for your buck. I feel like so much stuff nowadays at under $1,000 is really, really good. You can get really great guitars for under $1,000 nowadays. But yeah, very cool, very comfortable, extremely light, but really fun to play. And I'm just going to do that for the rest of the video. I'm just going to play it. Yeah, so hopefully you like how this sounds. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions or concerns or anything else that may fall in line with that list of words, please leave me a comment below, and I will do my best to answer those questions, attend to those comments and concerns, and implement those suggestions. All right. So I'll just play a bunch of stuff here at the end, and hopefully give you a good variety of sounds. So thanks for checking it out, and hopefully you like it.
you.